Welcome back to another episode of the Jumpsuit Gems podcast. I'm Katie.
I'm Alex.
I'm Liz.
I'm Amy.
Oh. So, as you can see, our mom wanted to pop in today on our little... Oh.
Did you hit your eye on the mic? We're keeping that.
Yeah, we're keeping that in there. We just have to get over the awkward
nerves. It's always so hard to start videos.
She's very awkward today.
And it's been a while since she's been on camera. It's been a while since all of us have been on camera.
Yeah, it has. So welcome back.
It's been a couple months, not gonna lie. We haven't had an episode out for a while. So it felt like it was time.
Life's been very crazy.
Very, yeah. So let's kind of get this going.
Mom, are you gonna talk? She's nervous.
She's more nervous than the one that we did with her.
Yeah.
It's okay. Relax. Okay, I'm happy to be a guest today. I'm their surprise guest.
Okay. Anyway, what should we start talking about first? I feel like we should talk about all our Elvis plans this year. So it's 2025. We're going to We're going to Graceland in March.
Yeah.
For ETA weekend.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so which mom are you jealous?
I am.
She is.
I'm sad.
But we're taking a very,
okay.
very important person, my best friend Tania. She's very excited to go. So when you watch this, Tania, here's that shout out. So
Yes.
it's going to be very fun.
We'll be posting about it more, but that trip will be fun because I think it's going to be fun taking someone that has never been to Graceland or knows much about Elvis, just like it was for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you have any words of advice for
Tania,
who's going with us?
I don't know. For me, it was like when you enter certain places, you just feel stuff. So it's okay to feel weird or sad at certain exhibits, and dress the way you want to, be yourself, have fun, and don't care about... These people are like family. Like, they compliment you on how you look. Nobody, judges you. It's a good environment.
Yeah,
it is. For most part.
Mm-hmm.
So you can totally be comfortable and wear the cute little outfits that you want to, and yeah.
Were you nervous going to Graceland for the first time because you felt like you didn't know much about Elvis, or not really?
A little
because
bit.
I feel like some of the people we've asked to go to Graceland, they're like, well, what am I even going to do? I don't know Elvis. So, what am I going to do while you guys are having all this Elvis fun? Did you feel that way before we went, or no?
No, not really. I think for me, I had just seen, from far distances about Elvis, and being able to be where he was and touch things he touched, it just made it real, and it was fun to be there in person. So for me, I felt closer to the understanding of Elvis. And then I figured a lot of things out about him that I didn't know.
Yeah. And hopefully, we want to capture that for other people too, because maybe you don't know much about Elvis yet, and then you see someone who she actually doesn't know.
I remember in high school, she had some Elvis songs in her playlist, and so, and even trips that we took after high school, she had some Elvis on there. But when I asked her to go, she was very, very excited, and I didn't really tell her much. I just said, it's the ETA, weekend, and she was in. So I think she's very excited, very nervous about outfits, but I think it's very exciting for her.
Yeah, so if you, I didn't know much about ETA weekend either, but after going to Graceland for Elvis week, if you guys go, the beginning of Elvis week is, the ultimate competition, who wins the ultimate title for that year. And so the first, 4 days? 3 days?
I think 2 to 4 days, it's...
The first 3 days,
it's
for sure.
the competition, yeah. So I thought that was one of my favorite parts. So basically, we're just going back to hear past winners, or I think it is all past winners that are going to be there.
Yeah.
So I love that, and to see a bunch of different people singing Elvis. The ETAs are really cool. So I'm excited to go to that. So that's what we're doing in March. What do we have after that?
Just our road trip in the summer.
So yeah, we're going on a road trip to Georgia with our friend Grace. You all know Grace. So I'll probably be posting stuff asking if you guys know any stops along the way. So
Or even if you have suggestions, just let us know as soon as possible because, like, we're from Montana, so we have to make all the way from Montana to Georgia. I know there's places in between where Elvis has been. Or, like...
100%.
There's got to be, like, even, like, fun-themed anything with Elvis. Like, our biggest thing is, like, we're going to challenge ourselves to find Elvis in, like, the most random places, so...
Kind of like what Argo does. They have a thing on the radio.
Your best friend, Argo.
Yes.
I love you, Argo.
She really does.
She really does.
I love Dean Z, too.
Yeah, don't forget about that. Wait, so if you have to pick, who's your favorite? Dean Z?
Dean Z.
Okay.
Sorry, DJ Argo. Heart is broken.
I like DJ Argo, though. I do like him.
What do you like about him? I want to ask you that. Because you really like him.
Not only, like... is promoting Elvis and doing the PR. He knows a lot. He's knowledgeable. He can relate to things. He has Elvis decorations in his home, kind of like what we do. And I don't know, he just is really down to earth. And he talks to people and he'll stop and acknowledge people. Same with Dean Z, though, too.
She gets all
girly.
For Dean Z, it's okay. We all do. But so yes, that's our plan, is to go to Georgia and stop wherever we can. I know there's a Georgia Elvis festival, so I don't know if like they have. I'm sure that there's a bunch of Elvis stuff everywhere.
There's got to be. It's also the South. Like, honestly.
And he's from there, so I think there's going to be a bunch.
I feel like, yeah, just with, like, the generations and stuff, I feel like up here, like, the older generations, but, like, I feel like Elvis kind of died out a lot quicker because, like, he wasn't up here. Where I feel like anytime you've gone down there was so much Elvis stuff, but we just weren't, like, our eyes were not open to all of it.
But it seems to find us, like, everywhere we go, there's always something Elvis on a trip, so I think it's gonna be kind of cool just to see what we find.
Which, we might go one of the ways through Tupelo, because we've actually never been to Tupelo. I feel like we actually haven't done a lot of things. Like, I feel like
we're pretty new to, like, this whole Elvis world. Like, I mean, we've known of him for, like, a long time, but, like, we just started being huge fans, what was it, 2021?
Yeah, Graceland, I feel like around Graceland, comfortable.
Yeah.
We know where everything's at.
Memphis is a little sketch, so we're scared about there, but we really want to, like, expand and, like, try different things. Like, we've never been to Beale Street. We've never been to...
I know, which is crazy.
Tupelo. We've never been to, like, really anything. We've just been to Graceland's guest house. That's it.
Because it is comfortable. It's like you get a ride to wherever you need to go. You can walk
You don't have to
from the
leave for food.
soundstage. Like, yeah, you
They
have
do rides
food
from the
there.
airport, literally
Yeah.
to the guest
So,
house.
It's like a resort, so you don't. It's just it's really easy just to stay there.
Yeah. So after our summer trip in September, there is Elvis Festival in Arizona.
And that seems so fun.
I know.
And we love Arizona.
Because Arizona will be, like, the weather's going to be absolutely amazing in September because it starts to get cold up here. So one, escape down there. We hopefully get to meet up with some people. I don't want to announce that too soon because what if we can't?
Well, it's fine. You could say it. I mean, Jasmine and Amy, I don't know. They might. I don't know. I'm trying to get Jasmine. I talk to Jasmine every single day. But we're trying to, like, meet up with some other Elvis girls, too, because I think that'd be really fun. And they can bring their mom, and we can bring ours.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to the Arizona Elvis Festival, Mom?
I do.
Why?
For us,
One,
it's in
Arizona
Phoenix, right?
is nice and warm.
It's easy for us to get there because it's
No,
right outside of Phoenix.
I feel like it's in Scottsdale.
Yeah, but we could fly into Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix and Scottsdale's right next to each other, remember?
And you guys are old enough to rent a car now.
I hate
Well, if our
that.
mom comes, mom's definitely old enough.
They are old enough. Finally, not me.
But yeah, I'm excited to go to that, and I feel like it's a lot cheaper. Like, if you compared the prices of us going to Grayson in March compared to what they would be us going to Elvis Festival in Arizona.
I think we're honestly going to take a break, too, from Graceland. I think it's great, but I think it would be so fun to catch all the festivals. There's so many festivals in the States, even outside of the States. Like, we eventually want to go to, like, the UK and stuff, but, like, literally just in the United States, there's so many festivals.
Well, I think every country, for the most part, knows who Elvis is. So I think there's going to be something in
Like,
most
the major
countries.
country, yeah.
The major ones, as you know.
So, yeah.
But
Hopefully we can experience all that, and I think we were also going to talk about, like, long-term, what are Elvis goals. So who wants to start that?
No, someone else start. Let me
Okay,
think of my
Alex.
first one.
Mine's silly. Okay, I of course definitely want to like do all these experiences and like get to know Elvis, but like I want to be married by an Elvis impersonator. I know it sounds so silly, but like I've always wanted to go to Vegas and like.
Are you talking Elvis impersonator or ETA? Because
Well, I don't know. I can't win at ETA.
oh man, Dean Z can get
No.
ordained and he can marry you.
I won't be able to walk down the aisle though.
Okay, she's too scared to meet Dean Z.
I'm very scared.
good
But
to
no,
meet
I think it'd
anybody.
be so fun. Like my long term is I want Elvis to be at my wedding. I want to walk down to the aisle to Can't Help Falling in Love.
Mm-hmm.
I want my theme to be very colorful and like especially the guys. I want them to kind of be like Elvis vibes from the 70s. That is my Elvis goal. Cause like I love to travel and stuff, but like when I want, well, I also don't have any marriage happening anytime soon. So,
We don't. We're not even
None of
close.
us.
but that's my like that's my big goal. Is I
You
want
have another
Elvis.
one.
What's my other one?
You don't want to meet Larry?
I
Just named her car Larry after Larry
I
Strickland.
am obsessed with Larry Strickland. I honestly am. I don't know why I'm in love with him. I am in so, and not like a gross love, but like I honestly like he is just mesmerizing to me. I want him to say my name so bad. And then I think that's like that would be like my also long term goal.
I think it's crazy because while we were at Elvis Week, but so when we were at Elvis Week, we did not have the jumpsuit gems. We didn't have the social
Yeah.
media part. Now we have like 362 followers. Like we're almost the 400 followers. So I think it's insane. Like we didn't have any of this, and so I remember what day was it? It was the candlelight vigil, and we're sitting in the restaurant. Remember?
Oh, he's right there.
We're eating lunch or dinner before we go walk down to almost die in the heat. Literally
Yes.
almost die in
Bad.
the heat. And Larry walks in with the pink Cadillacs. So Victory and Sky are sitting there and having dinner with Larry Strickland, and we're just like at this table. We're like,
I was
like 2
literally
feet
dying.
away.
I was so depressed.
We were side eyeing them bad.
So if anyone has connections, wait, would you actually have dinner with Larry Strickland?
She'd be too scared, but she would definitely do it, I think. You couldn't miss that opportunity.
I
Okay,
don't
wait,
know.
let's start here. This is fun. Let's start here. Who would you want to have dinner with in the Elvis world? That's alive.
Larry Strickland. There we go.
Mom?
Okay, so Larry. Mom, who would you like to have dinner with? It can be multiple people.
But we all have to go. I can't go by
Oh,
myself.
yeah, of course.
All of
It
us
would
are
be
there.
all of
have
us.
dinner
Well,
with
it's not
Larry
fair
by
if,
myself.
you know, we're going to have
I
to
would die.
have everybody here, can't?
Mom would walk
Miss
down
out.
like a hoochie mama,
Oh,
dressed up.
yeah, she would.
That's how you were at Elvis
Yep.
week. Still didn't get your picture with Dean Z, though.
No.
No, I didn't, and that's on my list is to actually meet ETAs, like go
Yeah.
up to them and
It's scary. It's
meet
intimidating.
them instead of standing back and admiring them from a distance.
Well, sorry, we're your daughters, so we're a little bit shy. Because we had so many opportunities to at Elvis week, but it didn't feel right. It felt like we were just, like, interrupted, like, had to wait in line to go talk to these people, and I don't like that.
Well, they also, I don't know, they feel so famous, and like I'm so
Yeah.
scared of famous people. I don't want to meet them.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Mom, back to who you want to have dinner with. Like, who's your dream person to sit down and talk? Not even dinner, but, like, just sit down and talk and have a conversation.
I know who I know. You
I-
can't add to it. Actually, maybe we can because I think we're all gonna meet him anyways. So, at least in our fake world. I know. Yep.
I don't know, maybe probably Priscilla.
That, I don't know if we'll ever get the chance to do that, but I would be so honored. I'd probably start crying.
Oh, I will say I would take a picture with Priscilla over anyone. I don't think I'd be scared.
Could you
to
imagine if
take a
one day we
picture
got
of
her on the podcast? But like a really fancy, like not just us sitting here at like a table, but like actually one day getting to meet, even not even recording, but just
to
meeting
meet
her one day.
I think
Meeting
just
and
being
sitting
the
down
same
and just
Oh my
room
gosh.
would be enough for me.
Oh, what about his hairdresser?
Yeah,
Larry
that's who I was gonna
Geller.
say. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
That
tell
doesn't
us
need to be
everything.
recorded. I just want to sit down and talk with him.
I know.
I would let him talk for hours.
I know all the stories that he could tell.
He's such a good storyteller too. Like he's so, like you
Like,
can
he
just
brings
see
you
the
with
passion.
like you
with it.
literally can like see
Yeah.
the story in your mind.
Yeah,
Like when he
does do
told
really
the
well.
story about doing the hair in the bathroom and how Elvis
I could
splashed
see it.
everything.
Yeah, we all could see it.
He's really good at telling those stories because they're real and he was there. And to us, it's like, it is so crazy that someone else got to, like, actually see Elvis in person.
Yeah.
For
We
me.
need to be recording these and putting them out so we can buy them. Because
Yeah.
sadly,
Oh my
one day
gosh.
he's going to be gone. And
He
we need
should
to
do
hear
that.
this.
Like, make, like, some type of audio book, but in chapters, it's all his stories
Yeah.
of Elvis, so you can just
Yeah.
listen to
I think
them.
everybody that knew Elvis should do that just to, you know, I know
Preserve
Priscilla, you know,
the
has done her
true
book, and Linda.
memories.
Linda would be a cool person to have dinner with, too.
Yeah.
She seems like a sweetheart.
She is. I remember when she was at D&Z's concert and she was just taking videos, and because she loved it, you know.
I love her. Like, actually love her. Like, I want to meet her so bad, but the thing with meeting these people is, like, you only get so much time. So, like, how are you going to sit in there and say everything you want to say to them without, like,
Well,
about
maybe they
once?
should have some kind of promotion, like spend the day with Priscilla, and you get the whole day to talk and have lunch and girl stuff.
Yeah,
and,
but that would be a lot
and the
for
same
her.
thing for
Think about
Linda,
that.
or even
They probably
Linda.
don't want to do that. That's probably a lot.
It is a lot. I just wish we were friends with some of them because I just want to talk to them. She's a big one. Who else? You want to start with yours?
So obviously Priscilla. I love Priscilla. My car is named Scylla. Priscilla. So obviously her. Jerry. I'd love to have him there too.
God. Jerry Schilling. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would pass away.
I mean, when he talks about Elvis, or just even when he's just announcing,
emotional.
I get so emotional because you can just tell. I mean, it was just, it's hard on these people to talk about Elvis because of how great he was and how much they miss him. But also Larry, the hairdresser, because
He's also
will-
so funny.
he's funny.
He looks like such a good person to be friends with.
I'd also throw in Gene in there too, because he was a funny guy.
Gene was a funny guy. Yeah. I get nervous of meeting people. You guys actually have a.
I love
him.
I used to be a CNA, so I love older people. So like, I just love chatting them up, and so because they're just so funny. But and Linda would be a great one too. But
Okay, Liz.
I feel like I have so many people. If we were sitting down and doing dinner, I'd be too nervous to probably eat in front of some of these people. But Dean Z is on my list. I want to become friends with Dean Z. And I think everyone does. So it's like...
he has probably too many friends.
Yeah, I know. But Dean Z is a big one. Because I feel like I want to get to know the side of Dean Z. Like, Dean. Not just Dean Z, you know?
Who he is.
Yeah. So I'd like to know more about him. Angie Marchese is someone I want to meet. I hope we can meet her in March. Because she's literally the heart of Graceland, and she could show us so many cool things and get us into so many cool things. Not just that, but that's a big person to meet. Who else?
Because isn't she the only one that can go into his room?
Well,
Other than, like, his family?
no. I mean, I guess.
But, I mean, to have that...
Pretty much.
...is a very great and honor.
I don't know. I feel weird about that. Like, I don't know. Just like
I started just hanging out in there.
No, but like that is so private. Like there's moments where I honestly genuinely feel really bad for wanting like the consumerism and like wanting to know all of Elvis and his family's secrets, cuz like imagine our lives. Like we don't want our lives thrown out. Imagine if we died and all our like deep dark secrets got told.
It is hard.
And I mean, his bedroom, thank God it's not on display. Imagine if we were dead and our bedroom had to be on display.
Yikes.
So I don't know. There's moments where I'm like, that's so insane. Like I'm happy. Like it is kind of closed off, and the fact that we even get to go into his home.
I think we're just
that's insane.
We forget that point. I think at some times we were just.
But then again, you think
more.
of like museums. Museums are so cool, and it pays so much respect to like the people. So like I don't know. There's moments where like it's so surreal though. Like I was so overwhelmed with like the energy coming from that place.
You could feel it.
Where like it almost makes you like cry and feel sick. Like it's so cool. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know.
No, there is a different vibe, like where all the shops are and like all the museums. That's fun energy.
That's light and
right?
fun.
It's light and fun. But the minute you start driving up, where you remember to look over on the hill where his house is, or you get closer to his grave or something like that, it's like
Just walking into his
it just
house,
gets
though.
more serious.
Standing outside, it's so surreal, and then walking into his house and you realize this was like his home. And then like the energy coming from it, especially as soon as you turn the corner and go into that kitchen, and the staircase, the back staircase, like just like seeing like knowing like those were his routes where he would walk or spend
It's
his
almost
time.
not real. It's like there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. And I don't know, I just feel like it's really lucky. And when I try to tell people this who aren't really Elvis fans, I'm like, because everyone's like, it's really cool you get to go to Graceland, but I wish you could have been like back in the day, like you could have known him and stuff. But I'm telling you, if it's almost even better because we live in Montana. So imagine us in Montana. Elvis never had concerts close to us. Maybe Denver
probably is the closest.
So we'd probably have to travel a lot. There is no way we would probably get into his friend circle. There's no way we would get up and go inside his house. There's no way we would get to see all his cool things. Maybe if we were old ladies now in this year and finally got to go to Graceland, but I feel like it's access to us. We can go back as many times. We could see whatever we want to see. We get to go inside his house. So I feel bad for the people back in the day who, like, when he was really, like, alive and he was
grandma?
popular. And yeah, grandma, like, she never got to go. It's like because she would have never got to go up like we get to go up, because that's what the gate girls are for. And sometimes Elvis would pick some people at the gate and invite them up or become friends with these people.
We would not be them girls, though.
Yeah. I just sometimes it doesn't feel real to me, Graceland. Like when you're standing outside, it looks like it's his house, but it almost looks fake. And I try to tell people that. And do you guys feel that way?
Yeah, when you
I'm like, then you're in it,
and you get this feeling kind of come over you. The only time it lightened up was when we were at the Jungle Room, and it was almost like I could feel this energy. Like all the crazy conversations that went on down in there. Lisa playing with her toys and stuff. Just the energy that area as we went by the Jungle Room. And that was... And then kind of in the one room down in the basement, the yellow room. That...
The TV room?
Yeah. Like, that's maybe where he could just take a deep breath and be himself and just...
But also, it's so mind-blowing. His house is so small.
It's not as big as what people say it is.
Yeah, like, it's so insane. I mean, I know he came from nothing, so, like, that was probably huge for him. But it also, like, given everything was very expensive, and he blew a lot of money. But in real life, like, that is such, like, a real house. Like, that's not, like, it's not like it's a huge mansion where, like, you'd be there and you wouldn't see anyone, or, like, you'd have to fill that place full of people. Like, and he always had people around him.
Yeah.
So the fact that it was, like, it's literally that small, that's a small home.
Well, and he made sure that there were spaces for every single person there that, you know, he cared about. And I can just, like, when you're in there, you can see him, like, running around, laughing, or even, like, getting stern with people, or, you know, you can just feel everything. Like, you can just imagine it. So it is crazy that we're allowed to walk in there. And, I mean, even just, like, get any piece, like Alex said, is, like, get any piece of his life. Like, we're lucky. So I think at this time, and like Liz said, we would not have had that back in the day because, you know, look at our grandma. She loved Elvis, but she never got to see him or go to one of his concerts because of, you know, living in Montana. So.
But that's why, like, our goals and stuff, I want to feel that in Vegas, too. He loved Vegas.
That would be another thing. I want to go to Vegas, and
you can actually tour his suite. You can go up there and you can go inside and you get a tour of it.
That would be really cool. We should.
I want to feel that too.
I think we can finally do it now since I'm 21.
Well, yeah, we had to wait until the baby was all grown up.
Maybe we'll do that for our birthday next year. Depends where we're at money wise, but
flights are cheap to Vegas.
Yeah,
where we're at least.
Like Vegas, Hawaii. He loved Hawaii.
I'm
I
so
know
scared
you're scared to fly there.
Oh, but I have to tell you something really cool, and I don't know if the traveler's going to watch this, but there's a traveler who's from Hawaii, and she went to, like, a wedding at an estate where Elvis's estate. I don't know what it's called, but I'll have to ask for more information. But, yeah, there's, like, an estate where I don't know if he lived there at some point in time or just stayed there.
Yeah.
And she showed me the website, and it's a beautiful place. I don't know what island it's on, but it's known for being where Elvis was. And I don't know who was with him at the time, but probably Linda or something. But, yeah, literally. Isn't that insane?
Gosh.
I was just like, that's so cool, because, everyone knows at work that I'm obsessed. And as soon as I start talking about it, she said, well, you'll be impressed by this. And, yeah, she went to a wedding event where the estate, like, Elvis was there or something.
That's awesome. He loved it there. Like, he loved it there. Just like he liked Aspen. He used to go, like, He loved the snow too. He loved water. He loved everything.
See, I mean, there's like things like that where like I do want to take a break from Graceland because like it's like the only place we go. But look at all the other places, even like Palm Springs.
Oh,
Even
man.
deciding to go there and like
Yeah.
just even if there's not like actual places we
Their
can
house
go
is
to.
up for sale again.
Really?
Yeah. I think people lived in it for 2 years and it's up for sale again. But like you can see like when they first got engaged, I can see it right now in my head. Him and Priscilla were sitting on the couch, you know, and she goes like this with her ring. And yeah, you can when you pull up pictures of it and you look inside and the big white couch with the wall, the rock wall background. It's crazy and you just look at it and you're like they were just sitting there. Like it's crazy. But it's really expensive. It's like millions and millions of dollars. But
I'm sure you know.
That would be
we'll just buy it
impressive,
up
though.
and then
I'd be
press you
so
guys.
impressed if someone bought that. Like, not that we would know anyone rich enough, but
Yeah.
could you imagine? That would be the biggest flex.
Mhm.
I'd be madly in love with the person who bought that.
Yeah.
Larry?
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm already there.
Yep.
So, okay, back to our goals. We got to stay on track here.
Okay, Alex, yours goals. Mom. Should we do moms?
Everyone's. We're just waiting on Liz.
Well, okay, I have so many for us. I mean, this is one of our goals. Our goal is to do a live show at the Graceland Soundstage. I know that sounds really scary, but even if it was like free, like we didn't have to make money from it, but if they invited us to do a live show and just have like people in the audience come up or interactive like that, or I don't know, I feel like that's our goal, is to have a live podcast episode at the Graceland Soundstage one day. I don't know if that will happen, but that would be the coolest thing ever.
We're so young. I bet you we can get there one day.
Mm-hmm. So that's one of our goals. I really want to, I don't know, I just want to step it up. I want to be in the, I don't know. I just want to do so much. I think we can do so much. It's good to make goals.
This is a perfect time, too, because, like, it's the new year, so these are little
and
resolutions.
these don't have to happen this year. I'm saying, like, forever, like, into the future forever. Maybe one day some of this stuff will happen, because, honestly, it hasn't even been a year since we made the Jumpsuit Gems account. We're almost to 400 followers, and that's so cool. Like, so cool. Like, that could fill up the whole frickin' soundstage.
Yeah.
So all you guys who follow us can fill up the soundstage and make us at least feel good about our first live show. I think we want to get better with our social media. We want to make it more cool for you guys, filming wise. Our goal is to get a house, hopefully in the next year or so we can have our Elvis room, have a dedicated podcast studio, so we can, it's be easier for us to film. Because we don't really have that at our apartment where we live, so we have to get Airbnbs. We just outed ourselves, but it's true because our life is crazy.
Like, you have to like, it's real life right now. Like, our life is not perfect whatsoever, and so it is so hard to find time to do this, but that just shows how much we do enjoy it. Like, we make so many sacrifices just to do what we do right now, and we want to grow, and, like, I think one day eventually when we can, like, it can be a huge part of our life, I think that'll be so cool. And, like, it's not even about money. Like, I mean, I would love to be big one day and, like, be able, like, for this to be, like, our, like, either full-time job or, like, you know, majority of it.
This would be awesome. Well, it just shows there's so many jobs in the Elvis world that we can do, and I hope we could do it one day. Just, like, one of our, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to do this, but I really want us to host Elvis Week one year in the future. This could be 10, 20 years. I don't really care. I think we could at least host that, or like host the Fan Choice Awards, or do something. I feel like that'd be fun. Would that not be fun?
I'm a shy person. I would love to sit on the sidelines and watch you do all of your dreams.
I would love to do that. So,
Mom, what was yours? Did you go?
Yeah, she went. For sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What did you? What was your goal?
Well, you asked me who I would have dinner
Oh yeah,
with.
we didn't finish
and
all
I
of our
said
goals because we
Priscilla.
asked for dinners.
And then, I want to go to Tupelo, so I can see it where he started.
right.
Oh, but when we go over there, I mean, sorry to be a sidetrack. I would love to see his home. You know who else I would love to see over there? Johnny Cash.
It's true.
I'm trying to think of some other things. Oh, I did. I said that I want to feel confident enough to approach the ETAs and meet them. I mean, we were less than 4 feet away from Larry at the pool.
Larry, okay,
But I felt like he was out there trying to relax,
And people kept going up to
should have
him.
left him alone.
trust me, I looked at Larry, but like at the same time, Larry's just chilling, and I didn't want to
Yes,
like overstep.
and he smiled at us, but he seemed peaceful. And then people came up to him and started talking to him.
And then he went inside.
Yeah, so I just feel like
I want to be respectful.
there's
of
a
people.
moment when you can
The
do
fact that
that.
he graced
and-
our presence, though, oh my god! The fact that he went down there the day we went down there,
I think like if you're walking by, like which he did walk by, and I think he like said hey to us or something in the hallway. I think that's like when we have to get enough courage, to be like, oh hey, like we're these people, because I don't want to like go out of our way to when they're relaxing or because it's a big week, it's a long week and stuff, to kind of like
he was going.
yeah, and he
too.
was singing up a storm, doing a great job, but yeah, so I think my goal would be like kind of like with the live show, I think one day is just being able to travel like all over the world, do live tours,
live tours. What do you
like
mean?
I mean like if we did like a live show,
That is what live tours are. So a lot of like celebrities are doing it right now, and I feel like the ETA world is really good for Graceland because they're traveling everywhere. They're doing shows. They're keeping the fans in.
Well,
but they
Graceland
don't
should
have-
take note, though. Like what you're saying, it sounds like Graceland needs to find like brand ambassadors who can keep like the brand of Elvis.
Yeah, and there's
going.
multiple like podcasts. Like I mean, there's so many like Chronicles of the King. Like they follow us, we follow them. They're doing a really good job with that. The Pink Cadillacs. I mean, there's so many these Elvis girls. Like there's so many. They could just or put that in the Fan Choice Awards.
Oh, I
Like-
think the one thing we have decided is the Fan Choice Awards for Elvis could be taken in a different direction. The
I
first
mean, it
year
was
that
the
they
first
did it,
year, but I think like
they need to bring the community into it as well. Like, yes, it was so fun to just have all awards be Elvis, but they also really need to start including, like, the people who are keeping Elvis alive. Because, I mean, honestly, without his fans, and Elvis knew this, he would be nowhere. So they need to... They need to do step
They
up.
could
I
probably
think-
find a way to incorporate that into how they do them.
I think that would be nice, like the categories. And like Liz said, like at like hosting that or like even doing like that live show, even if it
Yeah.
was for free, because I think that'd be so amazing not to just, talk about Elvis, but to meet all of these fans and then
Oh, you
they
mean, like, you host?
no, like yeah, like we have like a live show. That's what I meant, like on live tours is where we all go like to different countries or different states, and
I
then
would
we
love
share.
to go to Germany.
We share our story, but then we also get to like maybe bring one of you guys up on stage. Or that was my favorite part, like talking to like all the older people when I was a CNA, and they tell me all these stories about when they went to concerts or when they didn't, or how Elvis impacted and affected their lives. And so I think it'd be so fun if that was our full-time job, and then we could just have like a house here and always come back if we wanted to. But that's my goal, is to get big enough and blessed enough that we can do that. But
yeah, I think they should go that direction. Because like people with those podcasts live everywhere, so it's like we could like they could just incorporate ETAs to it, or like so all the Elvis fans are already there. But I think it would bring in even more because ETAs are a lot of guys doing it. So like I think the girls should also get something, and not just that, but like Tiny Graceland, like have her there too, like set up her Tiny Graceland house that she's working on, and she got to do that at birthday, or different people, because all the people now, like Elvis is so big right now, and there's certain accounts that like do really cool things in interviews, or like Diane, who did my interview, she could be part of that. Like there's so many other things that like could make the Elvis world bigger, and I feel like Graceland just is so used to what they're doing now, even though they're getting bigger and have all these great ideas. I'm like, but there's Elvis fans everywhere, not just around Graceland and in Memphis. Like they're everywhere. So if you do even more pop-up shows or pop-up things, people are gonna go to those as well. And I think that the fans would even grow even bigger. So, and different age people.
Maybe they could even add some categories to the Choice Awards, like for podcasts, for those that are out there doing live events.
Fan accounts. I mean,
Yeah,
fan accounts
like-
are huge.
Like, just expand on it. You know, do what worked, but also expand on it back to the ones that are out there doing the PR.
Like, I love how Elvis won every category, because obviously it is all about Elvis. But I think, you know, bringing those in, like, the most podcasts that got, like, the most recognition over the year, and then have all of the people, you know, vote on it and all that stuff.
Well, that grows the community too.
Yeah,
and like I
right.
said, I mean, given it's the fans that keep Elvis alive, and that's ideally what Graceland says their goal is. But there's a huge market for it too, where you could profit and then give back. Like, honestly, like, I don't know, they're missing out on so many opportunities.
It is.
But
It
they
sucks.
probably haven't even thought of them, you know, because I feel like a lot of us who are doing these, like, Elvis accounts on social media or podcasts or all this other stuff, Visit Graceland doesn't follow a lot of them. Like, they don't follow us, which is fine. We just started, but you know what I mean? Like, the big main accounts and stuff, they're not really following them unless you stand out with one video or picture. Like, I feel like they should go to the smaller accounts and be following these other accounts, because a lot of us are also getting new fans in, but also working really hard to make really good, cool content. So I feel like, but they don't know about a lot of us, you know, because they just want, like, the celebrities or, like, the big events to be captured. So I don't know. It's just
an
a
area
thought.
they can work on.
And it's not a bad thing. I'm just thinking, I think it could be even bigger. Like, at Elvis Week, they could have different events. Like I said, a live show of someone who wants to do a live show. Like, you know what I mean? And try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Right.
But you could do theme, like dress up. Like, because those, we love those, you know? But we have a lot of...
And maybe we'll see a change with the founders are younger now that are becoming part of the foundation, and so they're going to come in with new ideas, they're going to come in with new things, you know. So change is good sometimes.
And it's 2025. I mean, we're going to see changes anyway, so.
Yeah.
I think it's good that we're so small, and we're, you know, I think we're doing good just, like, with what we've started at. But we have so many years to come with everything to discover. And then also, like, as it's different when we're just, like, if we didn't have our podcast and didn't have social media, we wouldn't have people be like, oh, like, there's this recommendation, there's that. We'd have to just kind of find it ourselves. And I think it's going to be good to get more people that want to, like, interact with us, just to kind of help us boost and learn more about it, but also learn more about you guys. So I think it's really cool.
But it is, I will say, like, we do a post every time we get another extra 100 followers, because it actually is so crazy how much followers we have, and, like, almost 400 is a lot for us. Like, we thought we were gonna get, like, 22 people.
And
No,
friends
seriously,
family,
and some
really.
of those followers, it's like ETA festivals, the main account follows us and likes our stuff and interacts with us, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's insane. I didn't know at Elvis Week that these big accounts would follow
primarily on,
us.
like, Instagram, which I would love to grow, because who knows what's happening with TikTok in the States. So, like, honestly, I think it'll be so cool to see in 2025. And I really want to challenge us to, like, really grow. And not only, like, the podcast, but, like, I want them to start learning who we are, because, like, I find Elvis almost in every day. Like, so, like, it'll be so cool to, like, see who we are and put our personality out there, but also, like, you know, pay respect and, you know, give credit to Elvis and when we can find it.
Yeah, I agree. What else? Bucket list things.
That's kind of like Elvis goals. Like, that's what.
Yeah.
I'm sure more will come.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're going to change that and add to it as you do the things on your list. New things that you want to do and experience are going to...
I think they're just going to open up for us the possibilities.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to meet Riley one day. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to meet Riley. Also, just saying happy birthday to Lisa
Oh,
today.
yeah, it is her birthday
It is her
today.
birthday today while we're filming, so happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday.
Sad.
It is very sad.
Yeah, she would have been 57 today. But, so happy birthday. But I think that's it. I think we've really covered our bucket list right now. I mean, that could change.
Within a couple
Because,
days.
I mean, yeah, the people we meet, the friends we meet, it could change and like open up opportunities to be like, whoa. I don't know. We already get to do so many cool things. We get to go inside his plane. I'm like, we get to do so many things that like a lot of people don't. And a lot of our followers too, like some people have never even been to Graceland. So I want to always keep it pretty humble. We don't have a lot of money. Like, I just want to say that now. I feel like we carry ourselves pretty well and we make these trips happen, but we don't have money. And so I understand people who, I feel like the bigger accounts and stuff too, they make it look so glamorous, and I think we do too. And so it's probably hard for those younger people who are following us or following other people and they don't get to go. So that's why we wanted to create this. Just so if you can't go or you're not there, you can feel like you're there.
Yeah.
Or it gives you inspiration to save up the money and go, or
because it's worth
content. Yeah.
Like we've had to make like hard decisions where we can be able to do these things, but that's our goal. And like if you ever feel that way, like we recommend it. Like it's 100% like, you know, work hard, save up the money, and then, you know, go do something. Even if it's not Elvis theme, I think you can take that anywhere in any aspect of life. Like making these memories and finding like hobbies or things that you love, dive into it. Because honestly, we never thought we'd like dive into Elvis.
No.
Like we loved Elvis, but like everyone, like when it first, like we first really got into Elvis in like, what was it, 2021? People like were not the most like supportive of it. Now we just do it and we don't really even care. Like, and people love us for that because we're being genuine and 100% ourselves. So.
But I think, yeah, like Alex said, you know, money will come back. You always will make more money. So always take that trip because life is short.
You're also gonna die.
Yeah.
Like you can't take like I'm maybe this is irresponsible, but you can't take money to the grave. So if it, you know, if it's to work hard, take a trip, and then have to come back and work hard again, you have those memories for the rest of your life. And that's how I have to, like, when I'm stressing out about money and stuff, like that's how I have to remind myself, like, I can't take money to my grave, literally. So.
Yeah, we just give all our money to Elvis.
Majority.
And it's also nice, like, you know, being like the Elvis girl or having people just like think of you. Like when my boss sent me that it was Elvis's birthday, or that she tells everybody at my work, you know, oh, she has a podcast, you know. And so it's so nice to like have people genuinely like know it and still like put themselves out there and be like, oh, there's this, there's that. So it's nice. Elvis is amazing. I mean, whatever mood you're in, he can uplift it. If you're sad, you know, he can be there with you and help you through it.
He's also such a cool guy.
He is. I mean, gosh,
we were just talking about that.
heck?
But like, if you look at like videos of him, not like concerts, but like videos of him, the charisma he had, like he is just such like a unique soul.
He is a cool dude.
Where like even if you don't like him, like, you know, find someone who you find cool, but like at the same time, like Elvis is like honestly a cool guy. Like
with him, you know, giving, you know, he was generous.
You know, he had a
kind.
raunchy side and he was naughty, and you know he had his faults, but like I think that's also that makes him so human. So
yeah.
Well, this was a good podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
Sorry, we haven't been letting Mom talk. No, Mom, go ahead.
No, that's all right. I don't have much to say other than been watching the UK tour, Dean.
Oh, yeah, you have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
How's it
I've been
going?
watching.
How's that been going? Liking all his posts?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, yeah, and I look at him and I watch. I mean, hard work.
Right.
And his backdrop is just like the red Elvis backdrop at Elvis Week. So cool. Love
What else have you noticed from his shows?
Just, I get to see him by himself, not up against other competitors.
Yeah.
And so then you start seeing him as Elvis.
As a performer.
Yeah, and he's like...
Actually, we should just make, on this next year, we should take Mom to just a Dean Z concert. Because we've been to a couple just Dean Z concerts. So it's not other people, it's not other ETAs, and you really want to meet him. So it's either you go to Branson or you pay for a VIP. But you would love just a Dean Z concert.
If it's not this year, one year we'll take her to Missouri. We should take her to Missouri.
You can go up, you can get a scarf, you can meet him after.
Get a kiss.
How about my 55th birthday?
Oh, wow.
You got
Yeah.
some time to plan.
Should
Big
I announce
5
how
time.
long that is going to be? 2 years.
Come on, it's 20. We know this.
In 2 years.
That's why she's my favorite.
It's okay. You'll get to meet him. We know this.
I
Gene's gonna be going to the
I was
grave.
next to him at Elvis Week, and like you said, like we were talking about, there's just a time and a place to approach people, and he was enjoying his family in downtime, and every opportunity, but you got to give them some space.
Yeah, there's a
they
moment
work
where-
really hard, and they're busy, and they're away from their families.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I will say that blew my mind. He's such a they're so normal too. Like the fact that he was doing what we were doing. Because in my head it's like, oh my god, that's a celebrity, and the fact that they were just sitting there, I almost freaked out. I had to walk away.
I'm glad that we're,
It's insane.
the respectful kind of type where, I mean, obviously we want to go be like, oh my god, like, can we have a picture with you? Can we do all this stuff? But I think it's, sometimes you have to sacrifice being like, okay, well, I'll catch him the next time, or I'll catch him that time, because we don't want to be them.
or just
Girls.
enjoy that you're there where they
Being
are.
in the same vicinity of
Yeah.
how you
The
joke,
same
breathing
air.
the same
Yeah.
air. Dean Z, can I
Or
get a
sitting
Ziploc?
next to someone on a shuttle to
Yeah.
a concert.
You need to be
Being
nice.
And
annoyed.
then having to go and apologize after.
Gene
We got
liked it.
Yeah,
He liked
he
your
was.
It
attitude.
was
fun.
on other podcasts we talked about.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just think about when what's sad about this is like after meeting these people or getting to know these people is that sadly they are getting older and they are going to pass. But just think about it when you hear that Gene passed away. We met him.
Mm-hmm.
You said
We
sorry.
have a picture
for
with
your-
him, yeah.
How you just acted.
Just
to
Stuck
him.
his tongue out and he made us laugh.
He was, and just
It
think,
was fun.
most people can't say that I met one of Elvis's drummers.
No.
And he made us laugh. He took a picture with us. Like, you know what I mean?
We sat on the same bus with him, like.
Yeah.
All right.
So till
anyway,
next time, I guess.
Till next time, we're going to try to film
Valentine's Day. Right?
Valentine's Day, yeah. Valentine's Day, we might do one. And then a lot of content is coming from ETA weekend in March.
And we're gonna try to start making YouTube videos. Like
Maybe we'll try to do a
gonna
vlog
Yeah.
while we're in Memphis at Graceland.
And I think we wanted to do a podcast with Tania right before she went, just to kind of get like a feel of what she knows. So when we get back, we can see like how different it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll document like her reaction of Graceland for the first time after concerts, hanging out at the guest house, food, if she
Outfits.
meets anyone, outfits, everything. So anyway,
excited.
we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.